Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Hidden Heights Farm. So today is a little bit of a sad day on the farm, and you can probably see this tree behind me. If you guys have been following us for very long at all, you know the story of the wild plum tree behind me. It was the very first thing I had ever put in the ground, whether it be tomato plant, trees, whatever. This wild plum tree was the first thing that me and Rachel planted when we first moved up here. They're gonna peck your tail. And as you can see now, it is pretty much toast. So a couple years ago, on this YouTube journey, we kind of been sharing, we share everything with you guys. Well, a couple years ago, a storm came through, and like I said, if you guys have been following us, you know all this story. But for all the new people, here's the story on this tree right here. When we first bought this property, what, 18 years ago, Rachel? We had a single wide trailer that sat right here, and it was in the springtime. I noticed all these beautiful trees, and I thought they were dogwood trees with these awesome white flowers on there. So I dug one up. These geese are so loud. I dug one up and I planted it right here, and it was the first thing we ever planted in the ground here. Hold on. Here, Mom. It's hard to do a video with all these loud birds around here, but it was the first thing we ever planted. Okay, I'm gonna have to get over here. Rachel can get in the video with me. This isn't working out. It's the first thing we planted here on our property right after Rachel and I got married. And you know, it had always weathered all the storms and all the bad stuff we got here. We lost big oak trees and all kinds of other stuff, but this tree always stood up until a couple years ago. We had some tornadoes come through, and a big storm actually knocked this one over this way. Now it's actually falling the other way, but it knocked it over this way, and it sat like that for about a year and a half, and the goats would jump on it and climb on it and everything else. Well, one day we got another storm earlier this summer, and it actually stood this tree straight back up. But after a year and a half of it actually laying down this way, the limbs were growing funny, as you can see, and they were kind of hanging down on the other way once it started standing straight back up, and the goats would get it and they would pull on it and eat the limbs and stuff. I even had it tied off to keep it from falling back over, but that didn't matter. Now it is pretty much gone, as you can see. So I've been putting it off, coming to get it and go put it on the brush pile, but Rachel's like, that's a big eyesore, you need to get rid of it.
What are they doing?
And I'm fixing to have to take the grapple off the tractor, and I don't want to have to put it back on there just to come get this tree. So today is the day I'm gonna get the tractor and I'm gonna come get this tree and I guess put it to rest, you might say.
Well, I got mojo here.
It is it's a sad day. This tree has a lot of memories, and then, you know, it's been here before the goats were even here, and it's lived through the goats. A tree like this to live through goats, that's a pretty strong tree. But the time is gone now, so it's time to say goodbye. And actually, at one time, before YouTube days, we had a fence right here. We had a pen right here, and it was a hog pen that went around this tree. And the hogs that we raise in here every fall, summer and fall, they absolutely love this tree too, because it actually dropped fruit about this time every year. And it's a wild plum tree, or a sand plum, some people call it. But I think even Mojo's mad. He's like, Dad, I know you're upset about that tree, so I'll come out here with you. We came out here to start the video, and Mojo kind of followed us out here, so I thought it was only proper to do that with him. And
yeah.
But
you're gonna miss that tree, aren't you?
Yeah, he will. But I gotta take the grapple off the tractor, because I went to Lowe's this morning. I told you guys in the last video I was gonna try to order the decking for the rock building down at the lake property. So I went ahead and ordered online. That I got an alert that said low in stock. So I said, I'm gonna order this now with the hurricane and everything else. Even if they get it in stock in the next few months, the prices are just going to jump up. It's the way it goes. So I went ahead and ordered what I needed today. I took the old Dodge flatbed down there and just loaded it on the back of that. And I'm not quite ready to use it yet, because I still got to go down to the lake and tear the roof off that thing before we can put the new decking and the new roof on it. So I got to store it in the shop for a little bit. So I need to get the forks on the tractor to be able to do that. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and go get the tractor now, come back with the grapple, and get this tree out of here. So it's going to look a little different here in a minute.
We also need to try and get Walt back in.
Yeah, Walt is, he's been flying over the fence again. Where'd he go? Oh, So the past 2 days, I've got him back in the pen over here, but he flies right out every morning. So, and I got some sad news to report. While we're talking about turkeys, I woke up this morning and the Leesky and Cora, they got a hold of the other young tom turkey. The hen's back in here now, but the tom turkey, for whatever reason, jumped in Leesky and Cora's pen, and he's gone now. So it is a rough life around here if you're a bird and if you don't stay over here in this pen.
They just have to learn that they can't go in there, and we've never actually caught them doing it. So we can't even correct them because we've not caught them doing it.
It's hard to scold them.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
He said, I love you, Mama. I'm sorry about this tree. He said, I did everything I could to protect it and guard it.
Yeah,
he said, but them goats just was too much for it.
He's a good boy.
So the goats did the number on the tree. They actually started eating the leaves and started eating the branches, and they pulled it down all the way. And
I'm going to tell you who the culprit is to most of that.
Ghostface.
Ghostface and I think her baby.
Yeah, they love leaves. Like I said, they're browsers, not grazers. So it's just part of it. You know, when a lot of people, I see, I'm a member of a lot of Facebook groups and pages where it's goat pages, and people's like, how do you have fruit trees around goats? Well, it's not possible, because if they don't eat all the limbs and the leaves off of it, what they do is they'll actually strip the bark back around the tree and eat every bit of that bark to where the tree can't hold moisture and it eventually dies. So Yonig and he said, oh, these emus are funny.
You have to watch her.
You gotta watch her. Let me see your arm.
It's better now.
Let me see it. I seen it earlier. Yeah, Rachel's got it. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it because it's so.
It's way better.
She had a bad bruise yesterday. Mojo said, let me kiss it, Mama.
I was watering and turned around. Well, I stayed here watering, and then
Yo-Yo did it.
Yo-Yo grabbed a hold of me.
All right, here's the plan. How are we going to get the tractor in here to get this tree? Because I don't want to feed yet. It is feeding time. That's why they're all here, but
I'm just going to have... I thought that they wouldn't be interested.
Do you think we should feed?
That's up to you. If it were...
Okay, we'll feed the goats like normal, but when you feed the birds, you'll have to go like bring the feed over here somewhere maybe.
Yeah.
Because I got to get in the gate and then back out the gate. Hey, you're the one that tore that tree up. Remember last year when you broke your leg and I took care of you?
Yeah, I agree. Let's go ahead and feed, because once they get full and everything, then they get...
All right. So we'll feed and get the tractor in at the same time.
Then they're not interested no more. So.
Okay, let's do that. Mojo said, how about me? You gonna feed me too?
Yes, we'll feed you.
Okay.
Of course.
Is he coming?
Yeah.
I'll do this fast.
How fast? Let's see.
Well, I gotta think about what I'm doing first. Come on, bird. You come on. Eat over here out of the way.
Well, you threw it right where you gotta
drive. Come here, Yo-Yo. I wasn't thinking.
You threw it right there.
Oh, just a little bit.
Here they come.
Come here, bird. Yoshi. I'm gonna leave the bucket too. Got a little feed in it. Here we go. Walt might sneak back in. Just hold on, man. Let him in. Peter, get back.
Look out, guys. No. Come. Oh, yeah. Come on. Good boy. It's always chaos here, you know that? It's always chaos, isn't it? No matter how hard you try to keep it in order, and Skeeter tries to keep it in order. It's a nightmare. We're never organized. But we get the job done, don't we, Skeeter? it all works out. It may not be pretty. Come on, Mo. Hurry, Yoshi's gonna get your food. Come on. Peter, you don't need... Okay, eat your food, Mo. Oh no. That's a sad moment right there. I'm attempting to let Walt back in the pen, but he's too dumb. I've got the gate wide open, and he come right here to that and turned back and went the other way. Come on, man. Come on, Walt. Hurry up. Walter, get over here. Walter. Okay, that ain't gonna work.
You know, Yoshi, you done cleaning up all Mojo's leftovers. Okay, so the tree is gone. I went and put it on the brush pile over in the big field. Millie's mad about it. Millie didn't want it to go. The geese absolutely love that tree because if you guys remember when we had that big drought and it was hot in the summertime, that wild plum tree, it stayed full of foliage all summer long, and we actually had the waterfowl swimming pool right here. In the hottest part of the day, the ducks and the geese would stay right here under this tree with that swimming pool right here, and it does look a lot different. Let me kind of get back and look. So that is gonna be a big difference for sure. I still got to come and get these roots out of the ground, but we'll worry about that later. But, Millie, I'm sorry, girl. We'll have to figure out another way to get a tree.
They're bathing.
I see that. Hey, ducks.
For those of you who don't know, you can tell the difference in a female duck and then a drake. The drakes have curly tail feathers. I don't know if...
That's a drake on the very left.
Yes, on the very left is a drake. Up here to the front, that's a female. This one's a female. And they sound different. Yep,
they do. If the geese are quiet enough, long enough for you to listen. Right now, they're super loud because they're mad because we raised that up and it is working. Now, they do get a little bit of debris in there, but let me tell you something. So you can see this, they get a little bit of debris in there, like grass clippings and feathers and stuff like that. But one thing that people don't realize that goats do is they are a ruminant animal, so they chew up their grass, their food, they swallow it, it goes down in one of their stomachs, and it comes back up, and then they chew on their cud. Well, sometimes they're chewing on that cud and they go get a drink of water, and whatever's in their mouth will actually come out in the stock tank, in the water tank. So you still got to clean it out every once in a while when you got goats, because they are kind of nasty drinkers, you might say, but just part of having goats. Ducks, you sure are shiny in this nice fall summer sun.
I can't wait to build them their pond.
I just said fall summer. I meant fall shiny sun. You can't wait to build their pond. That's the next thing we got to figure out on our project.
I'm building it.
Their feathers, I don't know if this camera does justice, but they're just pretty. It's like an iridescent purple right there in the sunshine. So Rachel's out here cleaning and scrubbing the all the little what do you want to call these?
This is a Rubbermaid tote.
The water activity tubs.
This has actually worked pretty good.
Yeah, it's a shallow dish. It's a shallow Rubbermaid tote that we bought for the emus when they were little chicks.
Aww. When they were little.
They quickly outgrew that. So while Rachel's doing this over here, I'm gonna go ahead and walk over down and feed the big goats, and I'm gonna update you guys on the goats that we just caught in the last video. If you guys remember the little bucklings, we caught them. There was 4 of them total. We pinned them up. Did they stay in there, or did they figure out how to get out? So let's go find out. You guys getting your bellies full? You boys just enjoying the shade and the nice fall breeze. It feels absolutely wonderful. It's in the 70s today, but we got a nice, awesome sunshine. But we got a north breeze. Couldn't ask for anything better, could we, Mo? He said, oh, I could use a few of them bar-ass hot dogs if you got any extra in there. What do you think? Hmm? Let me pet you. Is that what you're waiting on? Oh, he likes his scratches, don't you? Hmm? You want me to rub your belly? You rub your belly? Roll over. Roll over. No, not today. He don't want to scratch his belly today. Okay, so earlier, like I said, I made the trip to Lowe's and I went and got some of this zip board. This is the OSB board for the roof that we're going to be putting on the rock building down at the lake property. And like I said, I went ahead and got it because with this hurricane and stuff, guys, a lot of times this stuff goes out of stock, and then they're really slow about replacing it because the people down in Florida is going to really need it. I guess it made a big mess, and even if it is available, the price is going to be sky high if we can get it. So I didn't need that many pieces, so I just went ahead and got it now while I could. And I'm not going to feed these animals over here just real quick. They're over here kind of browsing around. I just want to go over here and talk about these bucks real quick. You can see everybody's watching me like an eagle. Say, oh, he's got the bucket. No, he don't have the bucket. They just assume I'm fixing to feed them. But before everybody gets crazy, let me show you what the bucks are doing. The bucks have stayed in the pen so far, so good. I can report that. Look at this. So one, I'm going to call him Cupid because he's a ladies' man. He can't stand it that he can't get to the women over here. And the other 3, they're a little bit younger, but they were running the fence up and down, sniffing around on these girls for a long time today. So I think they finally calmed down, but we had to clear out all the bucks so we could leave the New Zealand buck to do his job. That way we know that any kid born 5 months from now is going to be of that New Zealand descent. And even though this little guy looks a little bit smaller than the other goats, he's big enough to do the job and get these adult Kiko and Spanish bred. He has been a busy man the past couple days, that's for sure. But we don't even have a name for him yet. We got a lot of good suggestions. I just haven't really come up with anything. I haven't really just said it, I guess. So we're still kind of watching him and seeing what he does. You can see he's checking. Did I already have I already talked to this old gal, or is this one I haven't talked to yet? Them bucks are goofy, ain't they, Leesky? Ain't they, Leesky, man? He said, which one of y'all have I not kissed yet? I want to kiss every one of you. See, look at him. He's smelling them all. Are you pups waiting for me to feed you? Huh? You waiting for me to feed you? Lizzie's like, Dad, I'm so tired of waiting on you to eat. I'm just gonna lay down. But, yep, the buck's been busy. So guys, and if you like, hey, I just realized something. That little white one right there is a buck too. How did we miss him? Surely he didn't get out. All right, hold on. I gotta recount. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we did miss one. All right, Rachel's gonna be mad at me. So I got Rachel over here. We got one more buck to catch to go put in that pen. So I might be able to do it by myself. He's small enough I can just pick him up and carry him over there and throw him right over the fence. Pretty easy, I think. I don't know how I missed him last night, but that's sure enough a boy. These boy goats make that weird noise if you hear them go. Kind of do that kind of sound. That's when they're hot and heavy on the girls. So. Okay, so we'll have 5 little bucks to sell to take to the auction. Well, I don't know how we missed him, but we did. All right, so that's the update for today. Sad day on the farm. The tree, it does upset me. I know a lot of people will say it's just a tree. Why would you be upset? I'm not a very good storyteller, you might say, but I tried to give you guys a little bit of history on that wild plum tree. It was a first tree we ever planted. It was just a little, like maybe 12-foot sapling, 12-inch sapling when I planted that thing. Just a little bitty guy, and it grew and grew and grew, and it was one of the first things I planted here that actually did really good. Out of all the fruit trees and everything I planted, that one grows wild here, so it just thrived and it grew up to be as big as it did. Made it through all the goat herds we had, the pigs, storms, but then the storm got it, fixed itself, and then the next couple months the goats tore it down. So it is sad, but it is what it is. We'll move on. We got a lot of other trees now that we planted, but that was the first one. So hey guys, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment, like this video, and we'll see you next time.